Hello, my beautiful water sign collective. Welcome in. It's good to have you here. We're doing the 12-12 portal reading. You know this is incredible energy that we have access to for our manifestations. I want to see what is coming in towards you, what type of support you are receiving from the universe right now, so that you can make the most of that. That is what this reading is about. I'm going to look at what energy is being activated for you at this time, what energies you have access to, where your power is at this time. Shadows and light. What is in the shadow that is coming out into the light? I want to look at what is coming in for you in your love life. Okay, what you should be aware of. Same for money. What is coming in for you, and what would you like to be aware of? Okay, what should you be aware of? And then a bonus message at the end, a transformational guidance oracle card, just for you to close out the reading. All right, so that's what we're taking a look at. If you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. You have entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, and your guides and keepers, for giving me access to your energy, bringing us together so that I can do these readings for you. I don't actually know where to look yet. I'm trying to figure out where am I supposed to look. So I'm looking at myself, guys. I hope that doesn't throw you off too much. For me, it's a little bit overwhelming. So let me get back to my intro. Right, these messages are to serve and not to hinder. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, leave it. It's for someone else. And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. All right. I do have, for those of you who are new, I hope you enjoy the energy. My returning subscribers, welcome in. Take a seat, get comfortable. Let's connect to spirit. If you're new, I do have a giveaway for new subscribers. All right. And you could qualify for that. I only do a certain amount. Okay. So I'm not doing, there is only a certain amount of people that I'm doing. So if you'd like to stand a chance to receive a free reading with me, maybe you'd like to just check out what my energy is like in a reading, what it's like to have a reading with me, that would be a really good way for you to have that interaction, for you to have clarity about what it is you might want to focus on within your relationship, your health, or your money. All right. So if you'd like to potentially qualify for that, I will leave an embedded message in this reading. You look out for that embedded message, put it into the comment section, make sure that you've subscribed, like this video, and then go to the description box. There will be a section that tells you about the free readings. That has a link which will take you to talk to me. Okay, so very specifically at the bottom of the page, okay, that the link takes you to. It's all the way at the bottom. There will be another write-up about free readings, and there is a specific button. All right. So that's the only way that you can schedule a reading with me if you want to potentially have access to that free reading. Cool. Now let's begin. So my water signs, let's take a look at what is happening for you. What this 12-12 portal brings in for you. Oh my gosh, that intro was such a lot of work. My goodness. Right, so many things to remember. I just want to get into the readings. Tuning into Cancer. Nice, not Cancer, my water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Right. What is the energy that's been activated for you? What is the energy that has been activated within you, my water sign collective? Right. You have Divine Sun Child, Blessings, and the Sun Falcon. Okay. You have the sun activated within you. Interesting, because in the fire sign reading, I had the rise of Osiris. There's definitely this theme of the divine masculine power amplifying on the planet, healing, rising. This is an energy of, this is your solar plexus and your belly chakra, but particularly your solar plexus. You are in your abundance power has been activated. This is about your ability to manifest. This is about your ability. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold. You are going to see your finances improve, other people around you, also things working out for them. There is an energy of abundance here, and the falcon is here as well as a symbol for you. This is a great time for you to do your manifestational work, my water signs. A very, very good time for that. Okay, so everything you touch will turn to gold. Your energy is magnetic. Your energy is magnifying and extremely abundant. The energy of the sun, the divine father, the sun has been activated within you. Beautiful, it's powerful, very abundant energy. Let's look at shadows and light. What is in the shadow that is coming out into the light? The three fates. Oh, wow. The three fates. This is powerful. What comes around? Look at that. The three fates. Let's get this message for you. This is about fate, destiny, and what's the other one? Anyway, let's get it. Right. What comes around? It's happening again. Many of us have faced difficulty and troubled times in our lives. Sometimes the impact of a negative experience is so profound that it leaves us with physical, mental, and yes, spiritual residue for months and even years after the actual event. While you're still vibrating, as the three fates put it, to the energy of a negative experience, you tend to repeatedly attract echoes of that exact experience. So something's coming back around, something that from the past has come back around to trigger you. You feel like something's happening again, like you're challenged or you're dealing with something again. And the three fates are here to remind you that whilst you're holding that active, you're vibrating in a particular way, and the energy of that negative experience tends to attract a repeat, echoes of that same experience. So when you need to be alerted, not when, yeah, no, it is right. So when you need to be alerted to the fact that three fates will enter, showing you this is a karmic pattern that may need to be worked on, understood, and recreated in order to be free of its influence. You're being given another opportunity to clear the karma here, to get into a better vibrational place on the subject, to set yourself free from this person, the situation, or this pattern. Now, you may feel that there are others in charge of your fate, like other people. You don't have it's somebody else doing this. That they are threading the needle, weaving the pattern of the tapestry of your life, even choosing what ends and what begins. When you feel that fate has interceded and that you are not so much in control of your life, but in control of your reaction to what happens in your life, then you are beginning to work with intelligence, maturity, and understanding. With the energies of destiny, fate, and fortune. There we go. Destiny, fate, and fortune. The three fates depicted so beautifully here, with their ever-turning wheel of karma, understands that it turns and turns as your life will, through its many themes again and again. When you receive this card in a reading, and most especially if she leaps out to greet you, you will know an old pattern has circled around once again. Destiny, fate, and fortune. Now, your message of divination with this card is you may have been enjoying your own life's returns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad. Pay attention to how throughout this reading, it's like I'm stumbling over my words or I'm reading the words wrong. There's an energy of missing something or not being quite confident. When you pick up on, just pay attention whenever you're getting a reading, especially when you're getting a reading from a psychic or a channel. We pick up on the energy. We're given different impressions, many different messages that come through. The energy that you pick up from your psychic, from the psychic reading for you, is your energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to these things. Wallowing through the memories and feeling sad, bittersweet and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were exactly. You know why? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you'd done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. You get a fresh chance every second that you are alive, so stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been, all right? What you have done, even if you judge it as a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. This is its wisdom. You are not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be all the richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others too. All right. Karma, a lot of people have this idea that karma is a negative, bad thing. Karma is your punishment for the things you've done wrong. It's a misunderstanding, it's a misconception. This reality, we have free will, not so that we can be tested to do the right or the wrong thing. We have free will so that we can grow, learn, and evolve. Karma is the effect of the choices you've made. We have cause and effect in this reality. So when I take an action, when I think a thought, when I make a decision, all of that is cause. I send energy out into the world, right? The effect of that is my karma. So the three fates here is coming in to remind you that you have an opportunity to balance karma. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take a look at what is coming in for you in love. So perhaps something's come forward, something from the past, something you thought you resolved, something is challenging you in some way, and you might be wondering, why is this happening again? It's giving you an opportunity to clear some karma. It's a gift. And how you look at it truly matters. What is coming in for my water signs in love? Four of Swords. Okay. Bit of a pause. The Four of Swords is a very, in this deck, this is my Triple Goddess deck, you'll see she's meditating. She's not communicating or engaging with anyone. The Four of Swords is a block in communication. Feeling distant emotionally. So that's what's coming in for you here in your relationship or in a connection. Or when it comes to love, okay? Depending on where you are. Perhaps you guys just need time to be with your own thoughts, with your own mind. Okay, what do you want to be aware of in love? What do you want to be aware of? Four of Cups. Okay, 4-4. 4-4. So you've got the Four of Swords, which is blocked communication, feeling blocked or emotionally, or a little distance or disconnected. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is about apathy. Be aware of apathy. Apathy creeps in when we are constantly looking at the past. Not letting go of the past. Focusing on what's gone wrong and cups that have been spilt, and not being present with this one cup that is in front of you here. So you might not be realizing that there's a tendency to do this, but not being fully present with the relationship, it can feel like it's being taken for granted. Like this person, that your person might feel like they're not enough, or it might be reversed, right? You might be the one that feels like you're not enough. But the Four of Cups is not appreciation, it's apathy. It could also be paying attention to everything that you don't like in the relationship, as opposed to just focusing on what you do. And maybe that's your person, maybe that's you, but Spirit is saying you must be aware of this. So it's coming from you, my darlings. Looking out there at what could be or what was. Whatever your reason is, that could be what leads to this breaking communication. What's coming in for my water signs in money? This Eight of Swords is here. Some of your fears around money, it's going to come to the surface. I was just asking my guides, how are they in this energy with the sun, but they've got the Eight of Swords coming towards them with money? Well, this is not about your money. This is mental, right? This is your idea of money. This is where you think you are with money, which is not reality. It's not real. And there is fear blocking. This Eight of Swords is a lot of fear, actually. It keeps you stagnant. It keeps you stuck. You see how she's blindfolded and she's stuck there. And this is coming to the surface for you so that you can face it. Which is where the three fates also makes. It could be how the three fates are related to this reading, or what the three fates have been bringing to the surface or communicating for you. This Eight of Swords, she is not in a bad situation. You'll see none of the swords are upright. They can't hurt her. That blindfold is very loose. She can just take it off and open her eyes. And on the hill there is her home. That's a beautiful, serene place. It's not a terror. It's not a horror. The horror is in her mind. Or his or her mind. Okay, what do you want to be aware of here? Oopsie. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Hermit. What you want to be aware of is to tap into this power, this manifestation power. You have to get out of your mind and into alignment with Source. Out of the mind. The Hermit is about going on a journey, just you and your inner being, right? And that light guiding your way. You're in the dark, there might be sounds, there might be things, and your mind might want to come in and say, that could be dangerous, that could be scary, that could be... But you're not there with your mind. You are there with that light, which is Source guiding you all the way. It takes being still, and it takes being centered and in alignment for you to activate this. Know your power. This has been activated within you, right? You want to tune into this power. You want to tune into this magic and this medicine. So you're going to be clearing out some financial blocks in December. For the next couple of weeks, you're going to be clearing that out. Remember this. Divine Sun, the Divine Sun child. Beautiful. Before we go to the transformational guidance message, I want to give you your embedded message. For those of you who would like to qualify for a free reading with me, new subscribers, the message is, vulnerability is my strength. Good luck with that. Now, let's get your bonus reading. Transformational guidance for my water signs. The vision, the visionary. Powerful. You got the visionary. And it's the number 31. Let's get your message. The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not fighting the old, but on building the new. Oh, that goes back to the 4 of Cups energy that came through in your love reading, what you want to be aware of. Before you were born, you envisioned a world of peace, oneness, and love. You saw yourself as being of service to humanity, to guide souls through this time of transition and evolutionary change. If you have drawn this card, Spirit wishes to remind you of these powerful visions residing in the blueprint of your soul. These visions that pull on your heartstrings may not always be easy to carry, especially in an environment that does not support or nurture your visionary path. Have faith, dear one, for as you continue to spiritually evolve, the world you once knew, with all its distractions and constraints, will fade away. Paradigms of the old world that don't support your vision will disappear and make room for you to build upon what is truly in your heart. You know, it's so true. So many people are struggling with the system. We were not designed for it. It is so, and this is why we needed to be completely plugged into the program. Not tuned into ourselves, not awake. We needed to be somewhat asleep to move through the system. And now that we're waking up, it's becoming increasingly challenging to do the system. It's not built for us. It's not designed for us. And it's a frightening thing because, especially when when you are not neurotypical, it's such a frightening thing because the way the system is designed, it seems like you're broken. But we now know, everybody knows, the system is a mess. So I hope this gives you comfort, especially if you resonate with this part of the reading, that the world is changing. Paradigms of the old world that don't support your vision will disappear and make room for you to build upon that which is truly in your heart. Synchronistic doors of opportunity will open, and support from souls who embrace your vision will appear. Do not allow doubt or limiting beliefs to hold you back. Each time you dream and envision a better world, you break down the many concrete barriers that exist today. Trust in your ability as a visionary leader and create the dream that is in your soul. Keep moving forward, dear one, with steps that support your vision. Beautiful. The chakras coming into focus here is the heart and the third eye. Interesting. An exercise that is going to be beneficial is create a vision board with pictures and affirmations about the dreams. What you focus on will expand. Also incorporate the colors of these chakras into your diet and your clothing. The heart chakra is green and the third eye is indigo. It's an affirmation that's going to be helpful is, I am grateful as I watch my visions unfold and manifest into reality. Beautiful. Make the most of these energies, beloved. Remember, nothing is set in stone. This is just letting you know what is available to you where you are right now. If there's anything you want to shift or change, you have the power to do so. You create your own reality. All right. It all depends on how you're willing to look at your perspective that matters. Please keep in mind that you do have resources and you don't have to do any of this alone if you're interested in getting spiritual guidance or support, facilitating you through a particular area of your life. Spiritual life coaching, I would be honored to facilitate you. Description box has all the details. If you'd like to take a closer look at a particular situation, perhaps you'd like to get a private reading, connect to a loved one on the other side, a spirit baby, a family member, or you'd like to get a channeled message from a specific person, you're welcome to contact me. Details are in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you, beloved. Oh, and I do have my course coming up as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to be put onto a list so that I can notify you as soon as it launches, you can contact me as well. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye now.